In today's video, we're going to be talking about Rasheer Fleming, one of the most underrated prospects in the entire NBA draft. But before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. Before we get into the strengths and weaknesses of Rasheer Fleming's game, let me tell you a little bit more about him. Fleming is about 6'9" with shoes, weighed in at 232 at the combine, and has a 7'5" wingspan. He went to college at St. Joe's, was a junior this past year, and averaged 15 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, 1.3 assists, while shooting 53% from the field, 39% from three, while having 4.5 attempts per game. Also shot 74% from the line and had a 64% true shooting percentage. He also averaged 1.4 steals per game, 1.5 blocks, and was in the 98th percentile in defensive rating and had a 4.7 defensive BPM. We're going to start out with Rasheer Fleming's strengths. One of the biggest strengths of his game, in my opinion, is his motor and how hard he constantly plays. He's so long and athletic. He's able to use his length. He stands at 6'9", 7'5" wingspan. Able to use that length in the passing lanes. Helps him when he's crashing the boards. Averaged almost 3 stocks per game last year at St. Joseph's. I really like Rasheer Fleming. I think all teams want their role players to play constantly hard, and I think he does that. Another strength of Rasheer Fleming's game is his efficiency and how he plays. It's perfect for a guy that projects to be a role player in the NBA. He usually shoots at the rim or from three, and he's usually very efficient when shooting there. He shot 53% from the field, 39% from three. I know people have question marks about his shot because he shot 74% from the line, which isn't some, bad percentage. I thought he shot enough of threes, 4.5 per game, to prove that he is a good shooter. And I think you also look at some of the stats defensively that are advanced, and he's really high up in those categories as well. So I think he just plays with a great amount of efficiency. Now for the weaknesses of Rasheer Fleming's game. One of the main concerns for many people is his handle and the ability to create shots for others and himself. Because when you look at him defensively, yeah, he's got room to grow, but he's a solid defender right now. Really active, long, and he can space the floor, he can shoot it, but the main concern is his ability to create for himself and create for others. I think that limits his upside in some people's eyes, and I think that's why you see him, in the 20s or, in the mid-first round, when I potentially have him, as a late lottery guy. So I think Rasheer Fleming, doesn't really have to create for himself. I think he's just going to be a quality role player in the NBA, which everyone wants, and he doesn't have to create, shots for himself or for others. I think all that matters is he masters attacking a closeout and making the right read from there. Now for the player comps for Rasheer Fleming. I don't really have just one guy I can point my finger at and say, yeah, that's who he's going to be. It's more of shades of, and I have 3 guys listed. They're OG Anunoby, Bobby Portis, and Dorian Finney-Smith. I think he can be a mix of, all 3 of them. A high-level role player that helps a championship contending team. Also, when you look at OG and Dorian Finney-Smith, they're really versatile defenders, which I think Rasheer Fleming has the ability to do. And you look at Bobby Portis, who played small ball 5 a lot. I think Rasheer Fleming can really play 3 through 5. I think that would be the hope, and be a switchable defender and just a versatile player that is really shooting the ball at a high level on the offensive end and then switching and making a lot of plays defensively. And I think that equates to being a really good role player for a championship team. I think Rasheer Fleming has a lot of potential to be a high quality role player in the NBA. All in all, Rasheer Fleming has all the tools to be the perfect modern day role player due to his shooting, athleticism, and size, while also playing with tons of energy and being active on both ends of the court. People wonder if the shot is real, but I think 39% from 3 on 4.5 attempts per game and a 64% true shooting percentage is pretty good. Also, I think there is still a ton of potential and growth available for him defensively with that 7'5" wingspan. He averaged 3 stocks per game, super active, plays really hard, but that all should be really intriguing to NBA front offices. Rasheer Fleming can be a high-level role player for a championship contender if he hits his ceiling, in my opinion. That's all I got for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Now on to the highlights.